If you are someone that struggles with depression, procrastination, and has a huge hit when the seasons change, especially once it starts to get darker in the days and the sunlight reduces, like around November out here in the West, then this video is for you. And I first want to say that you are not alone. I suffered with depression for over half of my life, and majority of that time I didn't even know that I was suffering with it until I started to research and go into therapy. And later in my life I was like, okay, this is depression, and this was never taught to me, and culturally was not taught to me. So it was a really big shift, and I'm really excited to go into this video and talk to you about how to microdose, how does microdosing help heal depression, and also really the best benefits of how it can help you and just feel more happier in life, feel more free, feel more revived. And I actually did a video earlier this year on my journey over 7+ years of microdosing and what that looks like. And the first thing I want to share is like why listen to this video. I am a medicine woman. I'm also a facilitator of various medicines. I've been working in healing modalities for over 8+ years. And I also teach souls in Earth Dharma how to be healers and space holders of the new Earth. And I help with womb healing as well. So that's a little summary to give you an idea of who you're listening to explaining this. And one of my biggest things that I always share, it's very important to embody what I do. So, you know, these plants are plants that I work with all the time, and mushrooms was one of the first plants that really changed my life. And it was really for me to get out of bed. It was for me to be happy, for me to have a reason to live, to be completely honest with you. And it wasn't until I started to microdose, this is where it really changed my life. So again, first thing I want to share, I'm not a doctor, I'm sharing this out of experience, but I'm so excited to share the tips. Don't forget, before we get started into the video, to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, put a notification bell so you don't miss a video, as I do these videos all the time and I talk about all things plant medicine, healing, consciousness, lifestyle, shadow work, womb healing, the list goes on. So if this is your jam and this is something that you love the vibes here, then follow along for more. And I do these videos weekly. And I want to share something. I also facilitate plant medicine retreats that are trauma-informed, allowing you to heal and go into the depths of your being, to step into the freedom of your divinity. So if this is something that you're interested in, I collaborate with various facilitators and medicine carriers. You can go and send an email down through my website to learn the most recent retreats that are coming up. Just say, I'm interested in medicine retreat. My team will send you all of the list of them, and you can apply there and start the application process. Okay, let's get into the microdosing and what exactly is microdosing, how to do it, all the things. I feel like it would be great for us to start with how to heal. How does mushrooms heal? What are mushrooms? Like how do they heal? So to give you a little bit of a background story on the power of these mushrooms, and just a trigger warning, before they entered in my life, I didn't want to be here. And it wasn't until I actually started to work with them and study them and learn about them that it really shifted my whole life perspective, my mood. I just saw an energy move, my mood, all of the things. And I'm so grateful. So I will share with you the first thing that the mushrooms do when you're microdosing is that it helps with neurotransmitters. So this is one of the biggest things for those who've experienced concussions, for past veterans that have experienced PTSD or very trauma experiences while they were overseas. I've seen profound healing from them. Nurses, people who have very hard, intense, long-hour jobs, postpartum. I've seen amazing results from just those who are just in very tough, stressful lives. And a lot of medicine carriers and elders will say it's like the pressures of our spirit in this world that causes us to get into depression, which essentially means deep pressures in life, deep pressures in this living, right? That's what depression means. So it can help with that. It helps with the neurotransmitters and it helps with brain damage. The other thing that this helps as well is procrastination. My procrastination was out of the roof before I started microdosing. I would like start staring off of space all the time. I would notice that I would do one thing and do another, And you know, when I was little, I was diagnosed at the time with ADHD. I've noticed that this has helped me heal completely. Plants have been able to naturally heal with it. I'm so grateful for these plants. But yeah, procrastination was a really big thing. The other thing is focus, which goes with procrastination. I noticed that once I was able to go on a good routine and do the microdosing properly, my focus was much more deeper. Like I was able to sit and do and edit a video, for example, for a longer period of time. I'd be able to sit and focus on cleaning the house or getting out of bed and just like getting my tasks done. Another thing was creative energy. Man, my music came out. If you don't know, I grew up with a house of music. I was competitive dancing for when I was little. So for me, dance is medicine. Music is medicine, really it is. So this has really allowed me to open up my energy fields, my transmitters of looking at music, listening to music in a different way, and really understanding the frequency and the vibration and how it can really move and shift me. Sometimes I'll sit with my sound bowls after microdosing and I'll be able to intensify the healings because of how open I am in my light body, my auric body, and allow these medicines to really heat the depths of me through my bones, through my being, through my blood, through all aspects of my area. And it can actually help heal these frequencies with microdosing, help heal physical elements as well. So it is so powerful. It balances serotonin as well, and it allows you to, you know, really allow yourself to be in a higher mood. So again, like I mentioned before, it helps me with happiness. It helps your body with seasonal depression. This is probably one of the biggest reasons why microdosing has become such a bigger known thing, is because of seasonal depression. I'm super grateful for, you know, this medicine and what it taught me. And it taught me so much about why the pressures of my life and what I was taking on that wasn't mine, and allowing myself to release that and to create boundaries and to have compassion and forgiveness for myself, which was really deep. I also noticed that even though it's a microdose, I always tell people, don't underestimate microdoses, because it's not like you're gonna go, you know, do them properly. But you can still have a healing experience. And I've done breath work, I've done somatics, I've done just like sitting and doing my day-to-day life, and sometimes emotional releases will come and they're very subtle, but I get this deep healing that's really supportive for me. And it also allows you to, again, heal the anxiety, the PTSD, anything that is mentally straining you right now, that is removing you from this present moment. Like think right now, if you could put down in the comments, what is something that you are mentally holding on to right in this moment? 1, 2, 3, go. Like type it down in the comments. Whatever it is, this is going to allow you to understand and massage it out of the being, and for you to understand why. Why are these pressures put on yourself? Why do you see yourself that way, right? And it really allowed me to have this introspective healing conversation with the mushrooms, which is just so profound and so helpful. And I'm super grateful. And the last thing I will say, as someone who's a medicine facilitator and someone that works with herbal medicines and healings as well, is that for those who are very scared of maybe sitting down with, say, mushrooms for a bigger journey, this is a great way to start to introduce the welcoming of the medicine and the technology of the medicine to work with you. So then you can work towards sitting in a formal ceremony and understanding more of what these beautiful medicines and mushrooms have to offer. So that's another beautiful thing that really helps you with microdosing. So now that you know a little bit more about the benefits, and again, if you want to learn more, go check out my other video that I posted. I'll link it down below for you on microdosing and what I experienced after 7 years plus of microdosing, how it changed my life, why I'm here telling you the story, literally, and all the things. So let's get into how to microdose. I hope you have a pen, I hope you have a paper, and do you got one? You good? Okay, good. Okay, let's get into it, because I got a lot to share with you. So a lot of people do not microdose properly. When I talk to people, number one, sometimes the education's not there. Maybe they're lost about it, maybe it's overwhelming. And this is why one of my biggest things is to just really educate people on microdosing, understanding it. And again, this is all for educational purposes. So the first thing is you want to work between 0.2 to 0.5 milligrams. That's the amount that you want to work with okay? Whether it's measured, whether it's a capsule, usually they are in capsules, okay? You can work on the following schedule. Either you can start to kind of slowly work with a 3 to 4 day schedule. So what that looks like is you are taking that amount, so you can choose the amount that you want to take within that range for, say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's 3 days. And then you're gonna do 3 days not taking the medicine, right? So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then you will start again. You wanna do this period for about 30 days, okay? You wanna do 30 days to allow yourself to really see. Honestly, I'm someone that is so connected and feels such sensitivity to plants more and more as I work with them. So after just 1 day, and I've heard some people that just after 1 day, they notice a huge difference with the plants, okay? If you decide to do the 4 day schedule, it's gonna look like this, for example. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you microdose, and the next 4 days you do not, and then you start over the cycle. Why do you not take it every single day? Because you are retraining the body and the chemical of the brain to really work with your natural rhythms of your transmitters. If you take it every single day, you're gonna plateau with the brain transmitters, and then you're gonna actually rely on the medicine. And this is one of the reasons why I tell a lot of people who connect with ganja, Mama Ganja, and this is something that she shared with me. She's really less now because there's more people getting into the education with it, but there are some people abusing her medicine, and same with mushrooms too. So this is one of the biggest things with this channel, and just like at my retreats, I share people with education with plants, you know, from the nettle to the dandelion. Every plant has wisdom, and when not used correctly, it's not appreciated, right? So it's just very important to know that, and also for safety as well. So that is a schedule that you work with. And again, you do that through 30 days. So you choose the 3 day or the 4 day, whatever is better. Don't think that if you do the 4 day, you're gonna see more results. It doesn't work like that. It's more about your connection, your intention with it. And what I love to do is I do it in the morning. So I like to sit, I like to meditate. I meditate with the medicine, and I take about 5 to 10 minutes to connect and ask the medicine what I want from it to help me, to support me, to teach me. You know, teach me about healing my depression, or teach me about healing you know, my lack of focus, or procrastination, or sadness. Whatever is coming in for me, that I can allow the medicine to come in, allow me to have creative energy for my business, or for, you know, to support me with my drawing or my artistry, whatever it is. So what are some intentions you have for the mushrooms when you are about to microdose, when you do this journey? Let me know down below. What are the intentions you have about microdosing? I'd love to hear. I'm always curious. And the next thing as well is, this is really to allow yourself also to integrate the teaching. So those off days is an opportunity for you to integrate and notice within your body what is shifting, what has changed, what are the chemical reactions within your body that is happening. Just because you're not taking it that day doesn't mean the mushrooms are not with you. I always tell people this when I serve them 𝐾𝐨𝐵, as my 𝐾𝐨𝐵 facilitator as well. And I always share with them, just because you've sat with 𝐾𝐨𝐵 once doesn't mean it's not with you. I've had people after 2 years after serving them, they message me, oh my gosh, like why is the 𝐾𝐨𝐵 point like swelling up? It's because it's still working with you. Usually, like I said, I would recommend a month for you to be supported in this medicine. So another thing I want to share is how it's helped me. I have a whole video on this, but I want to just do a little couple touch base, because maybe some of y'all are new and you didn't know how to video, so let me just tell you about all this stuff. And then you can go check out that video after. So it really motivated me more. I'm really so grateful for it, especially like I said, these months where it's like darker outside and you're just like, where did the day go? Like, where did it go? Even though it's a short period of time. And those hibernating times, which are such medicine on its own, you know, the time in the snow where it's cold and there's not much outside and everything's hibernating, right? Like things are being done in this time of solitude. And once we slow down, we can listen to more of our inner knowing and our inner intuition. It's really allowed me to do that through that, as well as heal the depression and the seasonal depression and the motivation and support me. It's allowed me to be more happier. It's allowed me to better sleep as well. Like I used to wake up every 3-4 hours or toss and turn all the time. Or just be up all night. I used to remember waking up and seeing the sunrise and then going to sleep for 3 hours and going to work. Like that's how I was functioning a lot of the times, because I couldn't sleep and I had such intense PTSD and anxiety. And I'm so grateful that these plants have come into my life to support me. It's also helped me, like I said, have social anxiety, which is also another thing. I would also get really shaky a lot of the time and shaking my leg underneath the table. I wouldn't be able to have eye contact with people. It would make me feel really uncomfortable. So there's all these things that would happen in the process of my healing journey, and these mushrooms really allowed me to understand them, calmed my nervous system, really shifted my whole chemistry of my brain, and allowed me to heal beyond words. My intuition has heightened, my gifts have heightened. When I say gifts, I mean like clairaudient, clairvoyant. I can hear things, see things. My dreams are more brighter. And it's all thanks to microdosing. So this is my video. This is what I wanted to share with you. And I hope that you know, like I said, you are not alone and that this educational video was able to support you. Feel free to ask any questions you have down below. I love to do Q&A videos in spurts. So if you feel called to, just ask and maybe I can do a video for you. I'd love to do a video to help you out. And if you're interested in learning more, you want to sit an official plant medicine ceremony and retreat, make sure you go email my team on my website, www.𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞.com, and you can learn more for other spaces that you can learn more about plants. And if you're someone that feels called to be a healer, or for women that are on their spiritual journey as well, I have two amazing programs that are very supportive. One is Earth Dharma, which is a healer's training program, and Queen Rose, which is a community that is amazing for women to learn how to step into their womb and their healing. And they're both lifetime mentorships, which means once you go in, you get this mentorship and support and community, my guidance for your whole lifetime, which is amazing. So go and apply down below, one-on-ones as well. And if you have any questions, again, let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, put a notification bell so you don't miss a video, and I'll see you in the next one.